Hey y'all, one thing that I always thought was really cool about more modern games with the 360, the PlayStations, even some Wii or Wii U games, believe it or not, is definitive versions of games. Now, if you didn't know, the idea is say you've got a game like Mortal Kombat where they release five, six different DLC packs for new characters or new costumes. Or you've got something like Dark Souls, Borderlands, Dragon's Dogma, where they release new weapons, new areas. The idea is if you've got all games like that where it's a bunch of DLCs, or you discover a game years, potentially years after they've shut down any online access, you can buy a version of the game where disc 1 has the base game and disc 2 has any DLC or multiplayer access that they've released up until that point. Now, I know that some ultimate versions have just been seen as excuses to sell rubber or plastic bags that were just a cheap knockoff of the promise. But I like the idea of the ultimate Batman Arkham, where you get all of the DLC characters. But my question for y'all about the DLC games is, if you've got a game like Dragon's Dogma, where you buy the ultimate version of the game, and it gives you mid game or late game gear, would you personally choose to use that gear right away? Or would you sell it if you could to get the money that it's worth? I think the first Dragon Age game gave you all of the DLC gear right out the gate. Or at least I've heard that if you bought the ultimate version. I ask that because I've done both with Dark Arisen. I've done some playthroughs where, if it gave me the gear right away or after certain points, I've used it until I found something better. Or I've sold it so that I could take that gold that it was worth, and I could then use that gold to upgrade other stuff. Of course, I've done a mix of both, where I've used it until I found something better and gradually upgraded it, and then I've sold it so I could upgrade the better stuff. But, if y'all want to let me know what you would choose to do, feel free. I'm genuinely curious. If you buy a definitive version of a game that gives you gear that you can use or sell, would you use it and wait until you could sell it later? Or would you try to sell it right away to get a head start? Y'all have a good one, though. See y'all next time.